I'm Matea Babcock, and this is Ritz. He's a training horse I have in, and he's green. One of the biggest things that I've been working on teaching him is staying in between my reins and my legs. Now, this is a very important concept that we all need to understand as riders, is how to get our horse to ride in between our legs. Now, that seems kind of like an oxymoron, right? But what we really want from our horse is to be able to shape and move our legs and our reins and have it shape our horse. But what a lot of horses do is you'll be on a straight line and your horse, pushes into your left leg. And a lot of times we don't even realize this is happening. We just let it happen and our horse drifts over. But what that teaches our horse is that it's okay to push into our leg. So the alternative is teaching our horse to really respect our reins and our legs. So my legs are steering. So my legs are either telling my horse stay forward, stay straight. Kind of think of it as two walls. I think of my legs as two walls. So I want my horse between those two walls. Then, if I want to turn, I'm going to open up a leg and then apply pressure. And that's how I ask my horse to turn. If I want to turn the other way, same thing. Release that pressure, add the pressure with the outside leg. And that's for a square turn or, turning using the 4/4 to turn. And then my reins, I really want my reins are to shape my horse's head. So therefore asking for vertical flexion and setting the bend and that kind of thing. I also want my horse soft off my rein and be able to steer. But what I really don't want my horse to do is push into my rein. There's a couple different ways your horse can do this. If you've ever backed your horse up and they get crooked on you, that means, if his butt's going out to the right, he's pushing on my right rein. So I want my horse to be square in between my hands and my reins, even for my backup. So there's a couple things you want to think of here. First step is just awareness, noticing when your horse does this. The next step is a little straightness exercise that I like to do. I'm very particular on getting my horse straight on a point. So we've been doing a lot of straight lines, and I'll ride to a point and stop. And that way it gives my horse purpose. I'm asking him to stay centered in between my legs and my reins. If he doesn't, say he veers off one direction or he bows his shoulders out and my straight line is here, all I'm gonna do is put my leg on. I can even stop my horse if I'm trotting and straighten him back up. And then he gets relief because my hands go back down to neutral. Anytime he's not where I want him, pick my reins back up and adjust. And what this ends up being with your horses that are one-handed is all you have to do is pick your rein up and your horse will find center. So right now we're at the stage, I'm teaching him to find center, to not bow his ribs out into my leg, that kind of thing. So I'll show you this little exercise that you can do to get your horse more straight, and this is just the beginning scenario. So if you are just starting out, this is a great exercise for you. So on this little straightness exercise that I'm doing, I'm just gonna ride point to point. So I've lined him up with this barrel. See, I had to stop and adjust him, and then I will stop my horse at the barrel and rest. This dwell time that you're giving your horse is really important for them. It's going to help them understand that there's purpose in where you tell them to ride. Now, I also like to always use the opportunity to get my turns better. So when I leave the barrel, I'm going to back up and then 4/4 yield over. And the first thing to come on here when he gets crooked is my leg. So he'll push into my leg comes on, or he runs into my leg, and then I pick my reins up and help him find center and find that straightness again. And this is a great exercise for helping your horse figure this out. So again, I'll back up and yield over. If my horse gets stuck in the backup, I can use alternating leg, right leg, left leg, and that can help them if they're sticky in the backup like he is. But my goal with this is to have him stay straight. He did a lot better on that particular one, and I'll just do this a lot. And eventually you won't have to use the barrels. Eventually you can start working on this just all over the arena. I'll do random turns and ride all the way across to the other side of the arena. And then before I get to the fence, I usually turn them, because I want to make sure they're turning when I ask and not when they're just running into the rail and they have to turn. So I hope this helps you understand how to get your horse to stay in between your legs and your reins. Till next time, keep it simple, keep it savvy, and press that subscribe button.